Hello and welcome to Ideagen TV, powered by Azure and presented globally by Microsoft. We're back for another Ideagen TV Daily Global Minute as we report live from our global headquarters here in Washington, D.C. In today's Ideagen TV member news update, the National Restaurant Association has announced the hiring of veteran food service executive Tom Benet as president and CEO, effective June 1st. Prior to the hiring of Benet, the role of CEO at the National Restaurant Association was filled by global leader and powerhouse Don Sweeney. Please enjoy this short video clip from Don's incredible power talk at last year's annual Ideagen Women's Summit, headquartered at the United Nations in New York.
Inspiring panel that was. I'm Don Sweeney, the president and CEO of the National Restaurant Association, and it's a privilege for all of us, my panelists and myself, to be here this morning with you to share some ideas with such a distinguished group of leaders from around the globe. As we were talking among ourselves about how to best share what the restaurant industry is doing globally to empower women and girls, we kept returning to a fundamental theme, which is our industry's ability to strengthen every community of which it is a part, which is very consistent, I think, with some of the comments we've already heard here this morning. The restaurant and food service industry is, in this country, the nation's second largest private sector employer. And all around the world, the majority of jobs that are held in our sector are held by women. Overall, 56% of food service occupations are held by women, compared with only 47% of jobs in our overall economy. And our workforce in the food service industry and the supply chain that supports it are as diverse as the communities that we serve. The vast majority of our employees, of course, live in the communities in which they work, which I think many of us would agree is a fundamental tenet to community building. Just as we all want to see our cities and our towns grow, be safe, and thrive, restaurant employees and operators and our customers have the same desire. As a result, we're seeing a dramatic increase in the number of restaurant and food service operators that are integrating sustainability practices into their daily business operations, and that is what we're going to be speaking about here this morning. Last year, the National Restaurant Association surveyed restaurant owners and operators about their environmental efforts and the sustainability opportunities and challenges that they see within their own operations. And more than 1,000 consumers were also surveyed about the best methods for restaurants to promote sustainability practices with their customers. We found, and you'll hear more about this in just a moment, that sustainability is a mainstay now today on restaurant menus. Restaurant operators, chefs all around the world say that environmental sustainability, local sourcing, and food waste reduction are among the top trends affecting restaurant menus. Both operators and consumers will continue to increase their knowledge about where and how their foods are produced. Menus are also evolving to reflect the growing request for transparency.
We want to remind viewers of our upcoming annual Global Innovation 2030 Digital Summit on June 4th and 5th. We have an amazing 2 days of summit programming packed with global industry and business leaders that you won't want to miss. Some confirmed speakers for the summit include Chantaline Carpentier, Chief of New York UNCTAD office, Sharon Price-John, CEO of Build-A-Bear Workshop, Mike Hayes, KPMG's Global Head of Renewables, Christina Shapiro from UNICEF in our Day 1 keynote, Kate Johnson, President of Microsoft US. This will be streamed live on Ideagen TV and all of our digital channels with no registration required. Ideagen TV is proud to announce the launch of its hit new series, Ideagen TV Hollywood, guest hosted by Stephen James Tingus. Ideagen Hollywood will be an ongoing series that will showcase different Hollywood celebrities, discussing topics ranging from the UN 17 Sustainable Development Goals to D&I and more. Last week, guest host Stephen James Tingus interviewed Viola Davis and her husband, Julius Tenen.
Where you have to be the change you want to see. And obviously, Stephen, I've been knowing you for these last 6 years, and I know that those stats about actors who are disabled are true. And I think you have to, we have to continue to have those conversations with the people who run the studios, also with our independent producers, and make them become more sensitive to the fact that if we can have a disabled actor that can do the work, then that actor should be given the job.
Right.
Because if you're going to have somebody who's disabled do that job and have that disability, they actually have to be able to perform. So that's the worry of a producer.
Exactly.
That if you actually get an actual disabled person, they're not going to be able to do the job.
Exactly.
But we have to dispel that. Actually being able to put people in front of them who could actually do the job, who could actually write a script, who could actually be behind the scenes, pulling cords and doing different things. Because just because someone's disabled doesn't mean that they don't have the ability and that they aren't able to do it. So I just think we have to start having these real serious conversations with the folks at the top and talk about these things and say, let's make a roadway. Let's build a real roadway instead of kind of talking around it. Let's really talk about it in a substantive way.
If you didn't have a chance to catch that interview live, please visit our YouTube channel where you can watch interviews like Ideagen, Hollywood, and others. Now we are calling all high school students and parents of high school students. Do you care about sustaining our world? Want to learn from industry and business leaders on how you can help? Ideagen is launching the Youth Global Leaders Academy, which is a 2-week digital summer program in partnership with Summer Discovery. This program helps foster the growth of young leaders around the globe by allowing them to hear from the business and industry leaders about the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Students will gain global insights, be connected with students around the world, and practice real-world soft skills like leadership, problem solving, teamwork, and communication skills, while still in a forgiving, learning-oriented environment. Not to mention, it is a great way to start to build your resume. To learn more, visit Summer Discovery website shown below. From the Ideagen TV global headquarters in Washington, D.C., to all viewers across the planet, we hope everyone has a wonderful week. Please remember to follow us on all our social media channels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and member platform, and keep coming back daily for our Global Minute and interviews. Thank you and have a great day.